Ladies and gentlemen, success doesn't just show up uninvited. It doesn't knock on your door while you sit idle, waiting for a miracle. Success demands focus, it demands effort, and yes, it demands the grind. Now, focus. That's the first step. You have to see it before you can seize it. What is it that you want? What are you chasing? Get clear about it, because if you can't define it, you can't achieve it. But here's the kicker: focus alone won't get you there. You need to grind. You need to outwork, outlast, and outshine every excuse. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Discipline will take you places motivation never could. Sacrifice is the price you pay for greatness. You want to achieve your dream, then something's got to give. It might be your leisure time, your comfort, or your fear. Let it go. Because the grind doesn't care about what's easy, it cares about what's necessary. And along the way, people will talk. They'll doubt you, distract you, and sometimes discourage you. Block out the noise. Keep your eyes on the prize and let your results do the talking. The grind isn't pretty. It's filled with late nights, early mornings, and moments where you want to quit. But remember this: every stumble, every fall, every failure is a lesson. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Don't wait for the finish line to celebrate. Acknowledge every step forward. Every little win is proof that you're moving in the right direction. Today, I challenge you: focus and grind. Because the life you want is on the other side of the work you're willing to put in. To achieve anything meaningful in life, clarity of vision is paramount. It's the starting point of all progress. Without it, you're like a ship adrift at sea, moving but with no destination in sight. Clarity of vision isn't just about knowing what you want. It's about seeing it so clearly in your mind that it feels almost tangible. It's not vague or abstract. It's specific, detailed, and deeply personal. It's a blueprint for the life you aspire to create, a mental image that guides your steps and fuels your drive. When you know exactly what you're working toward, every action you take gains purpose. You wake up with intention, not just going through the motions, but actively moving closer to your goal. Clarity sharpens your focus. It eliminates distractions and allows you to channel your energy toward what truly matters. It acts as a filter, helping you decide where to invest your time, your effort, and your heart. But gaining that clarity isn't always easy. It requires introspection, a willingness to ask yourself tough questions. What do I really want? Why do I want it? How will it impact my life and the lives of those around me? These aren't questions to rush through. They demand honesty and courage. Many people struggle with this because they're afraid to dream big, afraid to fail, or afraid of the sacrifices clarity demands. But until you're willing to confront these fears, your vision will remain blurry. Once you define your vision, it becomes your compass. When challenges arise, and they will, your vision keeps you grounded. It reminds you why you started and why it's worth pushing through the difficulties. Clarity doesn't mean you'll never face doubt, but it means you'll have something stronger than doubt purpose. Clarity of vision also requires regular refinement. As you grow, your understanding of yourself and your goals deepens. It's important to revisit your vision, ensuring it still aligns with your evolving values and aspirations. Clarity is dynamic, not static. It adapts with you. Imagine trying to hit a target you can't see. It's frustrating, even demoralizing. That's life without clarity. But when the target is visible, when the path is illuminated, every effort feels meaningful. The sharper your vision, the closer you get to transforming it into reality. Discipline is the foundation upon which consistent success is built. Unlike motivation, which is fleeting and unpredictable, discipline is steadfast. It shows up when the spark of enthusiasm fades, when the excitement of a new goal gives way to the reality of hard work. Motivation may get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going when the initial thrill disappears. Motivation often relies on external factors: an inspiring story, a powerful speech, or a sudden surge of energy. These moments can be powerful, but they are temporary. Discipline, on the other hand, is an internal force. It's the decision to act regardless of how you feel, regardless of the circumstances, and regardless of whether anyone else notices. Discipline doesn't wait for the perfect moment, it creates consistency in the face of imperfection. Building discipline requires a conscious effort. It's about setting routines and sticking to them, even when they're inconvenient or uncomfortable. It's waking up early to work out, even when you'd rather sleep in. It's saying no to distractions and staying committed to your schedule, even when it's tempting to procrastinate. Each act of discipline strengthens your ability to push through resistance and build momentum. What makes discipline truly powerful is its cumulative effect. Each small disciplined action compounds over time, creating results that far outweigh the effort. It's not about massive leaps every day, it's about showing up consistently, doing the work, and trusting the process. Discipline doesn't just help you achieve your goals, it transforms who you are. It builds resilience, self-control, and confidence. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up, when the excitement is gone and the work feels mundane. This is where discipline thrives. It's the difference maker, the force that ensures you stay the course long after motivation has left the room. Sacrifice is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the price you pay for progress, the currency of ambition. You cannot achieve something great without giving something up in return. The truth is, every choice comes with a cost. And those who succeed understand that sacrifice is not a loss, it's an investment. When you set out to accomplish a goal, you must recognize that certain comforts, habits, or even relationships may need to be left behind. This isn't always easy. Sacrifice often feels uncomfortable because it challenges the natural human tendency to cling to the familiar. But growth doesn't happen in comfort zones, it happens in the spaces where you stretch yourself, where you willingly let go of what's holding you back. Time is one of the greatest sacrifices you'll face. The hours spent pursuing your dreams could be used for leisure, entertainment, or relaxation. But every moment you dedicate to your goal is a step closer to achieving it. Sacrificing time also means prioritizing what truly matters and cutting out activities that don't align with your vision. It's not just about working harder, but working smarter, focusing on what will yield the greatest return. Sacrifice might also mean walking away from distractions or relationships that hinder your growth. It's difficult, but sometimes necessary to distance yourself from people or environments that don't support your aspirations. This doesn't mean you stop caring for others, it means you prioritize the future you're building. The sacrifices required are not always tangible. You might have to let go of self-doubt, procrastination, or the fear of failure. These internal sacrifices are often the hardest, but the most transformative. Each sacrifice, big or small, is a step toward becoming the person you need to be to reach your goals. Hard work is the cornerstone of every achievement. It's not glamorous, and it's rarely celebrated in the moment, but it's the one constant in the equation of success. Embracing hard work means accepting that there are no shortcuts, no magic formulas, and no easy paths. It's understanding that the results you desire are directly tied to the effort you're willing to invest. Hard work demands showing up consistently, even when it's inconvenient, even when you're tired, and even when progress feels slow. It's not about putting in the work only when you feel inspired, it's about building a habit of relentless effort. True hard work requires discipline and a commitment to excellence in every task, big or small. It's in the details and the hours spent perfecting your craft, and in the willingness to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. One of the most important aspects of embracing hard work is understanding that it often comes without immediate rewards. The grind can be lonely, and the results might not show for weeks, months, or even years. But the process itself is where growth happens. It's where skills are sharpened, character is built, and resilience is forged. Hard work transforms not just your circumstances, but also your mindset, making you stronger and more prepared for future challenges. To truly embrace hard work, you have to let go of the fear of failure. Mistakes and setbacks are inevitable, but they're also opportunities to learn and improve. Every hour you dedicate, every effort you make adds up, even if the progress feels invisible at times. Hard work is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about showing up, putting in the effort, and trusting that every bit of sweat, every late night, and every early morning is moving you closer to your goals. Blocking out noise is an essential part of staying focused on your goals. In today's world, the noise is everywhere: opinions, criticisms, distractions, and the endless stream of information coming at you from all directions. If you're not careful, it can drown out your inner voice, the one that knows your true purpose and guides you towards your vision. To succeed, you must learn to tune out the noise and zero in on what truly matters. The first step in blocking out noise is understanding that not every voice deserves your attention. People will have opinions about your path, your decisions, and your dreams. Some will doubt you, others may even try to discourage you, often out of their own insecurities or fear of seeing someone else succeed. Their voices can be loud, but they don't define your reality. You have to remind yourself that their doubts are not your limitations. Your focus should be on what you know to be true about yourself and your goals. Distractions also come in the form of comparison. In a world dominated by social media, it's easy to get caught up in watching what others are doing, measuring your progress against theirs. But comparison is the thief of joy and focus. When you constantly compare, you're allowing someone else's journey to dictate your mindset. Blocking out this kind of noise means keeping your eyes on your lane and trusting your process no matter how long it takes or how different it looks from others. Noise also comes from within self-doubt, fear, and overthinking. These internal distractions can be just as disruptive as external ones. To block them out, you need to build mental strength. This means practicing positive self-talk, setting clear priorities, and creating an environment that supports your focus. Noise will always exist, but it's your choice whether to let it control you or to rise above it. Resilience in failure is one of the most powerful traits you can develop. Failure is not the end of the road, it's a part of the journey. It's a teacher, not a verdict. Everyone who has ever achieved greatness has faced failure, often more than once. The difference lies in how they responded. Resilience is the ability to take the hits, learn the lessons, and keep moving forward, stronger and wiser than before. Failure can be humbling. It forces you to confront your weaknesses and recognize areas where improvement is needed. This can be uncomfortable, but it's also incredibly valuable. Resilience means embracing this discomfort, understanding that growth often stems from the very moments when things don't go as planned. Each failure carries a lesson, a chance to adapt, pivot, and refine your approach. Resilience also requires perspective. In the heat of the moment, failure can feel overwhelming, as though all your efforts were in vain. But when you step back, you begin to see it for what it truly is: a temporary setback, not a permanent state. It's a moment in time, not a defining feature of your character or potential. Resilient people understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, it's simply feedback, a sign that something needs to be adjusted. Developing resilience involves cultivating a mindset that embraces challenges. Instead of fearing failure, you begin to see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This shift in perspective changes everything. You stop avoiding risks and start taking calculated chances because you know that even if you stumble, you have the strength to get back up. Failure tests your commitment. It asks, how badly do you want this? Resilience answers with action, determination, and an unwavering belief that success is still within reach as long as you keep going. Celebrating progress instead of perfection is a mindset that shifts your focus from unattainable ideals to tangible achievements. Perfection often feels like a moving target, an elusive standard that can lead to frustration and burnout. Progress, on the other hand, is real, it's measurable, meaningful, and a reminder that every step forward is a victory in itself. When you celebrate progress, you allow yourself to recognize how far you've come, rather than obsess over how far you still have to go. Progress is the foundation of growth. Each small improvement, no matter how insignificant it may seem, builds upon the last. Over time, these incremental changes create massive transformation. When you focus solely on perfection, you overlook these wins, diminishing the effort and persistence it took to achieve them. Celebrating progress helps you stay motivated because it reminds you that your hard work is paying off, even if the ultimate goal hasn't been reached yet. This approach also fosters a healthier relationship with yourself and your goals. Perfectionism can be paralyzing, leading to self-doubt and a fear of failure. It sets an unrealistic standard that's impossible to maintain. Progress, on the other hand, is achievable. It acknowledges that growth is a process, one that involves learning from mistakes and building resilience. When you celebrate progress, you give yourself permission to be human, to stumble and rise again without losing sight of your ultimate destination. Celebrating progress is also about being present in the journey. Instead of waiting for a distant moment of arrival to feel joy or accomplishment, you find fulfillment in the here and now. Whether it's completing a small task, overcoming a challenge, or simply staying consistent, every effort matters. Recognizing these moments not only boosts your confidence, but also reinforces the habits that lead to long-term success. Progress is not just a step forward, it's proof that you're on the right path.